we go. There is a droplet right there. So we know it's coming in just on the inside of this seal here. So what I need to do on a day it's not raining is bring this edge closer in and this edge down here further out. Right, so this is the final prototype stage of this build. So I've got a bag full of just random switches and stuff. So if I ever don't have a switch, I can just pull one out of here, and then I've got hazard lights, whatever that is. So this cost me like 15 quid, it's worth it, I think. And these are the switches I'm going to be using for everything just manual, so these would be probably like wipers or something. It's going to be my hazard light switch. This is my temp gauge, and it's also the same size, hopefully, as my voltmeter and oil pressure sensor, so I can use that as a template for all of those. This is for RPM, so that should be good, and that should be everything roughly mocked out. So I just need to draw where I want everything to go, make sure it all fits in that position, and then, yeah, I can install it. So that's everything marked out, so you see these red dots here, so that locates where it should go. And there'll be 1, 2, 3 of that size, and this one 4 dots to locate where this goes, this one 4 dots to locate where that goes. So I'm going to do these first, and then I'll work out the switches after. I hope you can see the vision here. There's that one is in how I want it to be. This one obviously is slightly too small, so it doesn't fit all the way in. This one's slightly too small. So yeah, a little bit of working out and fettling. I'm going to draw the button positions, and then I'm going to take a break. We've got 6 switch holes. They're not big enough, so I'll make them bigger, but the F1's on, so I'll do that first.
To have you with us on the pit wall tonight, Bernie Collins, former head of strategy.
Then he wins by, but it doesn't matter. It's enough. And
Switch in. There's a tiny light in the end, so you know when it's on. Install the others. From this you can see the vision, so got all the switches in line now. Those are all fine, and then this is going to be the hazard light switch. It's just pull out, push out, switch, and then gauge, 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 gauge. I just need to make these holes just the tiniest bit larger on these 3, and then we get onto wiring and securing. So this gauge isn't actually secured in right now. If I just push it, yeah. So we just need a way of securing all of these. So I was using Dremel, and the Dremel has just died on me, so I'll have to look into that later. But now I guess I have to use this. It's the only other sanding instrument I have that could possibly enlarge that. Otherwise I might have to just drive without speedo for a bit.
6-pack of Corona, betting that it's on a win again.
There we go. I hope you can see the vision now. Yeah, anyway, so next is securing all of these to the actual dashboard, and then it's dashboard to the car, and then wiring it in. So hopefully I can get it done today and tomorrow morning. So last thing I'm going to do today, because I'm running low on light, is work out how to just make sure this is secure in here and this is secure in here. What I'm thinking is just drill some holes in this, use these 2 posts here, and that should secure it down. Alright, so I know that doesn't look good, but I hope you can see the vision. But this is on the 2 pegs at the back there. So you tighten down 2 bolts on there, and that pushes this onto there, and that holds this in place. So take this off, now it can fall out, but because of the 2 bolts it won't be able to fall out. Good. I think now I could just do some wiring, and hopefully we can get this ready for a test run. So this, hopefully, is all the electronics I need to wire up the dashboard, with rewiring the speedo and just replacing all the bulbs because most of them are dead. So this is me trying to test that all the light bulbs work. I don't think this light bulb works. To compare, this is what I was expecting. So something's gone very wrong. I forgot how long this stuff takes. This is all but this one wire wired in, plumbed in. It took about an hour. I'm gonna test it now, but yeah, that should be everything. So 1, 2, 3, 4. So I've learned something interesting. This is for the flasher circuit, so that turns it on and that turns it on, but both of them at the same time is brighter. One or both. Yeah, very interesting. But I need to work out how to do indicating circuits. Here we go. Got the indicators working. We've got this mess. But in amongst this mess, we've got got 3 holders here. I just need to work out, because look at this mess of red wiring here. How could anyone know where any of that is going? So I'm going to do my best to disconnect this cleanly. And if I'm unable to do that, I guess I just have to pull it out and then I can use these connector blocks. Tired pretty quickly, so I just started chopping stuff off. It should be fine as long as I can work out where it goes in the future. We'll be chilling. Right, so this is it in the fuse block, fuse holder even. And if I take this light and I just put it on ground, simulate the switch being closed. Perfect. Something annoying has happened. I tried to take the relay off and the cover came off instead. One indicator, the other indicator, and then hazards. Okay, this is pretty much all of it done. So relays are here, here, and here. So this down, this relay is going off in time with this. And then this one is for the lights for this. There's no relay going off for that. And this one is turning on the high beam light there and this relay at the same time. And that should be enough, I think. There we go. It looks a little bit crazy, but all the relays wired up. That's everything. So ready to go in the car tomorrow. Just finished doing all these Christmas cards. Happy. So this is the bolt I'm going to use to attach the dashboard to the car. This is the hinge I got from B&Q. Bolt doesn't fit through, so I just need to drill it out a tiny bit bigger so it does fit. Right, so there you go. That bolts into the car and then this will screw into the back of the dashboard. So here we have it roughly installed, so that part will attach to the dashboard and it'll be able to hinge forwards and backwards like that, and it will just be bolted in on that side. There we go, got the appropriate nuts and washers for him, and then I just cut the corner out of this bit because it was fouling on the ignition cylinder. So we have the hinges installed, so it's like that. It's just bolted in that side with one bolt. And now I can bring the dashboard in and trace it out and then drill the holes for it and install it. So there we have it roughed up. Just need to work out how I'm going to hold it here while I mark where the holes go. Here we go, that's all installed, and then I'm going to use this side to line up that side. Alright, so got that bit installed there, this bit installed here. Hopefully this will be the installation bit, and then I just need to work out how to secure it to this front bit. Alright, so it's in both sides, and now dashboard goes up. So next I need to sort out the wiring it up and work out how it's going to stay up, but that can be the next problem. I'm done for today.
But it was far less memorable. It was pretty good.
It's a really stupid challenge, you failed.
Got all the wiring stuff here. Start connecting stuff up, work out what works, what doesn't work, and we can start testing it properly after this. Alright, so let's have a check. Key is on, everything looks right. So now if I flip this one, is the light on? Yes, light's on. And oh yeah, you can see in the reflection there. lights are turning on the car. And then do high beams work? Looks like they do. And the light here is working. Perfect. So last thing is just the indicators. Work out which wires of this were from the indicator, so I'm taking it out and I'm going to sort it out inside. Okay, so I've worked this out a little bit. So the way that this works is that this wiper arm here moves when you indicate, and it connects. So this wiper arm here moves when you indicate. It connects to this metal bit here. If you get in focus, this metal tab here goes to this wire, and this wire goes out to your switch. You can see that is now that wiper arm on top of that. But the problem we have is that that seems to be so corroded it's not conducting electricity anymore. So we need to come up with a solution for that.
In a bar whose secret is from the time cops who go back in time to try and solve mysteries when there's like some guy bombing around this.
Lights on. Lights, high beams on. You can see that outside. Normal lights. High beam, normal. High beam, normal. Perfect. Indicate left. Well, left is right. Is the only problem? Here we go. Yes, and yes. That's exciting. And one last one. I think this should be windscreen wipers. Okay. So windscreen wipers aren't working. Need to work out where along the line that's not working. Cool. So left indicates left now. And right indicates right. Next thing I'm going to do in the dark is try and install this choke cable here, which means I need to drill a new hole. So I'm going to aim for the hole to be probably not central, put it a little bit to the right. But yeah, I'm just guesswork with this one. It doesn't really matter. There we go. We have a choke cable installed. Perfect. So the very last thing I need to work out, well, two things. One is where the short is over here. That means that both of the connectors in here are going off and why that's happening. And the second one is which one is the windscreen wiper blades that I need to connect to. Okay, so I've narrowed it down. It might be this red wire that powers the wipers. Really doesn't feel like it's going to be it, but worth a try. That doesn't sound like this is. Let me just check. Lights on. Okay. Lights on. It's working! Right, so we've got windscreen wipers, we've got lights, we've got indicators. Very last thing is choke, I guess. So I'll install that now and then put the bonnet back on. And then tomorrow, I guess I'll just zip tie it for now. So choke coming in, it goes under there, and is there a choke bracket? Not having a choke bracket might be a problem. Good news and bad news. The bad news is, it is shearing off, and I think I knew that. Good news is, it's there. I was going to drive the Mini today, but this wire has come out, and I can't be bothered to fix that today, so... It is later in the day, so I'm going to fix this wire here, and I'm also going to install one more wire that should help. Alright, so this is for the first time it's securely secured by this zip tie. But yeah, to be fair, it's not too rattly. That should do for now. I've actually remembered I don't have the brake lights hooked up. That is this wire here, so I'm going to cut it and redo. That was actually quite interesting. I ran the... this, and it pops the fuse for... Can you see it turn on? That fuse has gone for this, for the windscreen wipers, which is not what I was expecting. Also, Still getting the light for high beams, but high beams are not coming on, which I suspect means there's a loose wire in here somewhere. And we are getting brake lights. That's all we need for a drive. Smoke, but let's go for a drive. This is what I could see. Now hopefully I can see a bit better. All this clear. And then let's go. Right, lights on. Lights on. Oh. We very much lost lights. Got indicators. Lost lights. So if you look here, where we lose lights, well, where we blow a fuse, this thing here lights up. So okay, so now lights. I got the car working. We're going on a drive, baby. I have to say this car is a lot quieter than it used to be. I can have a conversation in it now. But that might be because it's not going very fast. Sure sounds good. Whew. Happy drive.